What if I could tell you that you could have more energy, feel better about yourself, and live longer? What would you say to that? My guess is that you would say yes. How can we do this? How can we feel better about ourselves? How can we have more energy? How can we go out and perform at a level that we want to perform and have our bodies be able to respond? Well, I have the solution: exercise. Now, don't freak out. Exercising is not as hard as you might think it is. For me, when I started exercising, I was a teenager. I played sports my entire life. I love baseball, football, basketball. I mean, any kind of physical sport. And yes, even some boring golf, believe it or not. But the reason why I like exercising and mainly working out is because for those very reasons. I feel better about myself. I have more energy during my day, and I feel myself getting stronger. I feel myself getting bigger, and I feel like I'm accomplishing goals that I'm setting out for myself that are going to help me in the long run of my life. So, how can we do this? What do we need to do? Well, first thing we need to do is start trying to get fit. I mean, you could sit on the couch every single day, year after year, for the rest of your life. And you might live to be 94 years old, like my grandpa is right now, still kicking. But for me, it's all about what kind of a lifestyle do you want to lead? What kind of quality of life do you want to have in your later years if you're not taking care of your body now? All it requires is about 30 minutes a day, slight tweaking to your diet, and a few minor changes in your daily routine. So, we're not talking about huge, drastic changes here, okay? I'm not talking about going out and running a marathon. That's not what we're talking about here. What we're talking about is just modifying your daily routine with some slight tweaks. So, the first advantage that we're going to get to in modifying this and starting to either walk 30 minutes a day, going for a light jog, just basically something to get our heart rate up and going, something that we're not used to doing. That's what it's about. So, the first advantage in doing this is the health of our heart. And it says on geniusfitness.com, it says stroke, cardiovascular disease, metabolism, diabetes, minimize your risk with a half-hour gym session and keep blood flow happy. That's huge. You can have a healthier heart literally off a 30-minute walk. I mean, that sounds fantastic. They also go on to talk about weight loss. It says, quote, yep, even every half hour of exercise per day can help you prevent excess weight gain or maintain weight loss. Stick to a high intensity sessions to burn more calories. If you're struggling for time, get more active in your day to day duties, like walking the stairs or something like that, it says, end quote. So it's pretty basic. I mean, honestly, how many hours a day do we sit in front of a computer screen, necessarily not always doing school work or work that we're getting paid to do? How many hours do we sit in front of the television set? Yeah, there might be an awesome show on that I really like. I mean, I'm guilty of it too, but we could use that time for something else. We could use that time to just get a little bit more active in our lives. So, the next thing that we're going to need to do in our lives is our diet. I mean, let's face it. I want to eat Mexican food all day, every day. I live in Southern California. I grew up on it. I'm very spoiled. My wife's an amazing cook. She makes authentic, wonderful Mexican food, but it's fatty. It's full of calories. It's full of everything that 20 years down the road, my body doesn't need. My body doesn't need it now. I mean, 20 years down the road, I keep thinking I'm younger than I really am, right? Not the case anymore. So that's the thing. We just need to start being more mindful about the things that we're putting into our body. On helpguide.org, there's an article that says, quote, a better approach is to make a few small changes at a time. Keeping your goals modest can help you achieve more in the long term without feeling deprived or overwhelmed by a major diet overhaul. Think of planning a healthy diet as a number of small, manageable steps like adding a salad to your diet once a day. As your small changes become habit, you can continue to add more healthy choices. End quote. So this isn't telling us, hey, go out there and you can't eat any more bread, you can't drink any more soda, you can't. That's what everybody thinks of when they hear the word diet. I don't believe in diets. I believe in lifestyles and different kinds of lifestyles that we lead. So we can make small changes and we can work on that lifestyle that we want to live. And we know the benefits of it, right? It's promised to us in our own scriptures. In Doctrine and Covenants, section 89, verses 10 through 12, it says, quote, and again, verily I say unto you, all wholesome herbs God hath ordained for the consumption, nature, and use of man. Every herb and session thereof, all these be used with prudence and thanksgiving. Yea, flesh also of beasts and of the fowls of the air, I, the Lord, have ordained for the use of man with thanksgiving. Nevertheless, they can be used sparingly. Now that hits me kind of hard because I won't lie. Like, I'm a carnivore. I love eating meat and everything else like that, right? Who doesn't love a nice medium rare steak? I don't know too many people who don't unless they want it well done. Anyways, we're promised in the word of wisdom that if we follow this, that we will be healthier, that we can live a healthier life, and that we're also promised in there that we can walk and we won't be weary. There are so many blessings in the word of wisdom if we really try to start applying that into our lives instead of just, hey, I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do this, the usual check mark things that we do. Heavenly Father has many blessings in there for us in the word of wisdom if we really read it and try to apply it into our lives. So where do I begin? If you really don't know where to go to, or you've never really been that much into exercise, let me tell you about a website that I love, and it's called bodybuilding.com. Now, that doesn't mean you got to look like Arnold Schwarzenegger at the end of the day and you have muscles upon muscles, okay? This is more of a fitness website and a bodybuilding website, believe it or not, but it has tons and tons of articles, has meal plan options in there. It has, hey, what are your goals? Are you trying to lose weight? Like, we can help you out with this. Like, try this routine, do this, do that. So there's tons of resources in there from professional trainers and doctors, believe it or not, that use this site and that publish to it. And quoting from bodybuilding.com, it says, all you need is to enjoy this rapid fire 2-week program is a bit of floor space and a towel to mop up the sweat. Use circuits and intervals to scope the body you want in your gym. Dreams, no gym required. Now what this is a at-home workout routine that I pulled up. So they have videos to show you how to do it. There's tons and tons of resources on bodybuilding.com that they offer you. So now that we set some goals, let's say, hey, I want to lose 10 pounds. Well, get on that meal plan. Start walking 30 minutes a day. Then you can kick it up to 45 minutes a day. And I guarantee you that you're going to see results. And according to francishealth.com, it says setting a fitness goal can help you break through a fitness and or weight loss plateau. Your body gets used to doing the same exercise every day at the same intensity. As it gets used to it, it stops working as hard. You may not reach your aerobic heart rate. You may not burn as many calories. End quote. So what this means is we need to change it up a little bit. Once we're used to that 30 minutes, like I said, we need to kick it up to 45 minutes. We need to kick it up to 50 minutes, maybe an hour. Maybe we go for a little run instead of a walk. There's all sorts of options. So I know that if we apply fitness goals into our lives, if we get more active, we will be happier, we'll be healthier, and we'll feel better about ourselves, and we'll be able to live long, wonderful lives. Thank you.